Welcome, Taurus. This is your May 11th to May 17th reading. We're going to start with what is going to impact you the most from an astrological perspective, and that is going to be the Sun being conjunct with Uranus and Taurus on May 17th. And this is going to be a period of self-reinvention for you. And you're being guided to embrace the changes that reflect with your evolving identity and your personal values. So I want to see how you're feeling about this, what we have going on with you. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like you feel pretty good about this. There may be opportunity for you to be of help and be of support to others in some way. So you may also receive a particular gift, or you may be sharing the gift of wealth. So it could be money, it could be time, it could be resources, but there's definitely abundance that is available to you at this time. So we also have the Tower. So yeah, you are really embarking on this transformational change, this transformational journey here. And this is about you becoming more powerful, you raising your frequency and vibration, and you also like gaining self-confidence, self-love, self-worth, self-value. This is you strengthening your appearance and the way that you present yourself to the world, essentially. What else? Oh, so we have the Two of Pentacles, and you becoming more and more intuitive. As we said, that we're raising the frequency, we're raising our vibration here, and this is that additional proof of that, where you are, the more that you're loving yourself, the more that you are embracing who you are, the more you're connected with your authentic self, the more that you are connected with your intuition, the more you're connected with your higher self and guides, and the more that you're able to see and hear and feel those messages of unconditional love and support and guidance that you are receiving. Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, so we have you experiencing a spiritual blossoming. Wonderful, because that is what we're speaking about here. You being open to new spiritual experiences and to becoming a more enlightened spiritual being. So we also have a surprise coming towards you. And we said that that could be money, but it doesn't have to be, but it could be. But there may be some other blessings that you will find coming your way as well this week. So what else do we have? So let's look at some challenges here. So what challenges do we have? Okay, the High Priestess. So you may be feeling like, okay, you're saying I'm going to be more intuitive. You're saying I'm going to be more connected with Source, but I'm not necessarily feeling that. So this is you like really deciding, is this you? Are you a more connected, more spiritual, more enlightened being? Then yes, if you are that, then represent that, be that. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. You may also kind of have your emotions fluctuating a little bit along with this as well. So it's like you may feel strong, but then on other days you don't feel quite as strong. You may feel like very intuitive on some days, and you may be like ready to conquer the world. And then other days you may be like, nah, not quite there yet. I want to just like retreat and relax and restore my energy and replenish myself. So you may have that emotional roller coaster going on, sort of that up and down of emotions this week. This may also impact your creativity as well. So you may have those highs where you're feeling really creative and you're getting a lot of work done. And then you may have those lows where again, you're like, yeah, I'm not doing it today. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands here. All right. So yeah, you may also be a little feeling those highs and lows as it relates to your passion as well. And that is going to impact the work that you do and the things that you're able to get done. Because if you're not feeling passionate, you're not feeling creative, then yeah, you might take a breather, take a little bit of a respite until your emotions are regulated and you're feeling back up to your usual self and you're feeling those sparks of creativity and you have like you're in that energy of like, yeah, I want to create. I want to share with the world. So what else do we have? Let's go here. Okay. All right. And you may be juggling a couple things here. So you may have some ideas or some things that need to get done. I feel like this is more things that need to get done here at this point. So you may be kind of juggling with that and trying to figure out, like, how am I going to get all of this to work together and align? You may also be encountering some individuals that have like particular things to say about what you're doing, or they may not have your best interest in mind. So just be mindful of that. And we are always coming through with our authentic self, and as authentic as we are at the time, because we're always learning and growing. But you may find like that there are some things that you don't know, and your eyes are being opened as you raise your frequency, you raise your vibration, that there's more to know, and your eyes are being open to that. So you may even find out that there's individuals like in your circle or in your working environment that, again, don't have your best interest in mind. So just be on the lookout for that. And just trust people to be who they are. DMX actually said that, and I had to hear that before then, because that's how I've always felt and how I've always reacted in the world. But he actually said it, like, yeah, I trust people to be who they are, not who I expect them to be. And I feel like that is the most wonderful piece of advice that anyone could ever receive, because then that helps you not to put expectations on others and not to try to control who they are and control their actions. Okay, so just trust people to be who they are. Trust them to be who they show you to be. And you can always connect with that higher self version of them, and connect with that version of who you would like them to be, who you know them to truly be from an authentic perspective. So maybe it's also that we're always kind of wanting them to be their authentic self. And as we're having a human experience, we know that that may not always be the case, because that's what we're here to do, to find our way back to our authentic self. So, all right, so I don't want to get off on a tangent, so let me just move on here. So let's just look at your wants and desires here really quickly. So you want balance, you want peace, you want harmony. You want everything to work out fairly and justly. What else? Okay, and you want to have really great control over your emotions and your connections with others. So it's like you want peace, you want happiness, you want joy, you want fulfillment at this time. So who doesn't want those things? All right, so let's see what else we have here. Okay, wonderful. So you may also have love coming through to you, have that opportunity to connect with someone. And what else? Okay. All right, so you're also going to find that you have maybe a desire to let go of some things here. So I feel like for some of you, this could be deciding that, okay, I'm going to allow romance to come into my life. I'm going to let this energy go of just a codependent type of energy, trying to connect with someone that maybe isn't as interested, or like, okay, this has been over for a while and I'm still kind of thinking about that person, or wanting something to be that is just not for my best and highest good. Because if it was, it would already be. And now you have that opportunity to free yourself and to really allow yourself to be open to what may come to you. Okay. All right, what else? So let's look at potential outcomes here. Let's go up here. Okay, so we have the Magician, wonderful. The Page of Wands. So we see you aligning with your passions and getting back to those passionate, creative ideas that you have and wanting to explore them. And I feel like this is also related to your gifts and talents. So this is you like deciding like you are that person, right? And it is time to really share your gifts and talents with the world. So there may also be some work that you're doing with the self, as far as like maybe you want to change your style, or maybe you want to present, you're working on your brand and you're presenting that to the world here, but you are sort of going through and adjusting things, and you're changing things to how you want it to be and how you want to be presented. So we also have the Seven of Swords here as well. So yeah, you may be making those changes rather quickly here. So you may have been thinking about some ways that you wanted to change and adjust your appearance or who you are, or just some ideas that you've had, and you may decide like very quickly, like, okay, just one day, like, okay, I'm just a new person, this is me now. Or you might just go ahead and, you know, do that haircut that you've been thinking about, or change your style completely. You may decide to do that because it looks like those things are coming through rather quickly here. So what else? What other advice do we have here? So we have you observing and doing those self-care practices where you are connected with source, connected with your higher self and your intuition, and you're going to go down the path of what you feel is best for you. You also have conviction. So you standing in your power and you deciding like, yeah, I did want to cut my hair and I did that and I love it. So this is you really standing up for who you are and what you believe in. And it doesn't have to be like particular philosophies. It absolutely can be. But this is really just yourself, who you are, your personality, and you not being afraid to share that with the world, and you not being afraid to show who you really are. And you have the support of your guides and your angels. And I'm even going to say here, I'm hearing loved one as well. So you could have some soul family here. It could be your actual family or a soul family that really support you in this process. And they're going to root for you. Okay. So let's get one more just to round it off. What do we have? Transcendence. Yeah. You completely transcending and elevating yourself. And this is all from things that you're doing from within. So this is your self-confidence, your self-love, your self-worth, your self-value, and that just shining to the world and them seeing you in a different light. And then it may result in some things like, yeah, I want to change my hair. I want to change my look, or, you know, I want to, wear makeup versus not wear makeup. And it doesn't have to be, these are just examples, but yeah, I see you kind of reinventing yourself like we talked about earlier. So that is also coming up here as a confirmation. All right. And then just be careful not to get distracted this week, because you have things that you're working toward and overall dreams and goals for yourself. But there may be this energy that you can get stuck in, as far as just being complacent and being comfortable, essentially. So this is you and that guidance of like, yeah, don't let yourself get too comfortable. Don't let yourself get stuck. Really keep striving, keep focusing, keep moving forward in your path and in your goals. And there may be a little bit of Gemini energy here, it looks like, that's coming through to you. So if you're feeling like restlessness, you're gossiping, you're feeling like mood swings, you're feeling bored, like these are all just energies to show you and reflect to you the energy that you're in, so that you can raise your frequency, so that you can say, oh, wait a minute, yeah, if I'm bored, I'm going to go journal. If I'm bored, I'm going to go exercise. If I'm bored, I'm going to go take a walk. So it's all showing you who you are and what's going on, so that you can make appropriate adjustments that you feel good about and that you want to make. Okay, so give me one more here. So we have Pisces energy here as well. And I know, like off rip, with the just utilizing your tools and gifts and talents, that's you becoming more connected with your intuition. So that is the energy that's actually coming through in here, is that Pisces energy, as well as we spoke about you being more spiritual and being more connected. So this is also your imagination and creativity coming through, which we did talk about that earlier as well. You're also going to find yourself being more charming to people, being more inspirational to people. Okay, so you're also connecting with your empathy and being more compassionate as well. So it's just bringing out all of these wonderful, beautiful qualities of Taurus this week. Okay, wonderful. All right, Taurus, so those are the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you found this helpful. Take care.